Welcome to IFS Insights and Meditations, a podcast that explores the internal family systems model and gives you some meditations to put what you learn into practice. IFS is an innovative and powerful approach that helps individuals understand and heal their internal parts by recognizing and nurturing the different aspects of ourselves. We can cultivate inner harmony and self-compassion. I'm your host, Tim Fortescue, and today I'm going to give you some insight into the basic assumptions of the internal family systems model. Let's talk about some of the basic assumptions of the internal family systems model. First, according to IFS, every individual is composed of multiple sub-personalities or parts. And these parts represent different aspects of our personality, and each has its own unique perspectives, emotions, and intentions. For example, someone may have an inner critic part that constantly berates them for not being good enough. Or maybe they have a people pleaser part that prioritizes others' needs over their own. And these parts are seen as having positive intentions, such as motivating the person to improve or maintain harmony in relationships. Second, IFS also recognizes the existence of a core, authentic self within each person. This self is characterized by qualities such as compassion, wisdom, and confidence. And I'll also post a link to a past episode where I talk more about self and self-energy in the framework of IFS and the notes that accompany what I'm sharing here. The goal of IFS is to establish a trusting relationship between the self and the parts, is the third assumption I'm going to talk about today. And this allows for open communication and collaboration, paving the way for healing and integration. For instance, if someone has a part called the trauma exile that's carrying the pain and memories of a past traumatic event, the IFS model acknowledges the positive intention of this part to protect the individual from overwhelming emotions. A fourth key principle of the model is the understanding that every part has positive intentions. There are no bad parts. Even if their behaviors may seem challenging or harmful, IFS seeks to honor and explore these positive intentions, guiding the parts toward transformation and alignment with the greater well-being of the whole person. For example, a perfectionist manager part that pushes someone to constantly achieve high standards may have the positive intention of ensuring success or protecting them from feeling inadequate. And then the fifth assumption that I'm going to talk about today, and a basic core belief of IFS, is that all parts can be healed and transformed. The model holds that every individual possesses the inherent capacity for growth and change through the establishment of a safe environment and the cultivation of a strong connection with the self. Individuals can access the underlying emotions of their parts, release burdens, and integrate them into a more harmonious internal system. For instance, a workaholic firefighter part that emerges in times of stress may have positive intention of providing a distraction from uncomfortable feelings or a sense of control. And the practical applications of IFS are vast, with the model having proven effective in trauma recovery, anxiety, and depression management. It can also help, and has been proven to help, and I've experienced this for myself, relationship challenges and personal growth. And by embracing the IFS framework, individuals can gain a deeper understanding of their internal dynamics, foster self-compassion, and embark on a transformative journey towards healing and wholeness. And simply put, that is the internal family systems or IFS model. And I hope you gain some insight from this and that it inspires you to delve further into the fascinating world of IFS. So let me recap for just a bit. Assumption number 1, we're all multiple. Number 2, we all have a self. Number 3, the goal is to establish and build trust between our parts and our core self. Number 4, there are no bad parts. And then finally, all parts can be transformed and healed. If you haven't already done so, I encourage you to reach out to an IFS practitioner. You can, of course, check out my website, or you can go to the IFS Institute website, where there's a directory of IFS practitioners worldwide. I hope this was helpful for you. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe to the podcast and share it with others. And you can find out about me more and my coaching practice by visiting faithfullygrowing.com. And one last thing, if you're on Facebook and you'd like to continue the conversation, I invite you to join my Facebook group at faithfullygrowingwithtimfortescue.com. Until we meet again, take care of yourself. Stay curious if you can, and if you can't, try to welcome the parts that struggle with being curious too.